Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently preparing to go after the Husko destroyers, but before we do that, we've got a lot of work to do on our alloys. And realistically, that's a whole lot of work to do on our alloys, looking at this. Oh my, that's going to be rather expensive. For right now, we are working on getting our star bases up to scratch. That will of course take some time. All of these are currently good to go, though. Our star bases in that last war saw very little combat, which is their job. Their job is to be a deterrent for everyone else to come into our systems, to keep the fighting to their systems. And they definitely did their job, because not a single one of them saw combat. So, you can say that that's kind of a waste, but you can also say, what is going on over here? Are they fighting? No. Okay. You can say that that's kind of a waste, but you can also say that that's just working as intended. And I tend to lean towards the latter there. I think that that is, in fact, working as intended. Okay, so that's got an upgrade to Citadel queued. I'm just trying to get a little bit reoriented here. This does not, but that is a lot of things queued up. Same here, that's a fair number of things that are still queued. This, on the other hand, needs a building, and we're going to go for a disruption field generator. And then this here needs buildings, 3 of them. Target uplink, communications jammer, disruption field generator. Excellent. Same thing here, actually. Target uplink, communications jammer, disruption field generator. Okay, so our construction site is ready over here. We're going to take the construction ship over here, and we actually can start working on the gateway construction site. So let's come on in over here. We're going to put one up over here. It's actually... Why are we doing that? It's kind of a waste. We've literally got one right here. I'm not sure that's necessary. Should we perhaps have it here instead? That's a much better place to put it. Let's put it here instead. Okay, now we're on normal speed. I don't know why. Let's go to fastest, as fast as my CPU can allow. Now, it bears noting that this recording session, of which this is the first video, is the final recording session on my old Haswell CPU. So, I have no idea how fast this fastest is going to go on my new CPU, because it's not quite here yet. 2 more days till it gets here. But, it's going to be a small upgrade. And by small, I mean enormous upgrade. So that'll be interesting. Now, as we were doing, let's see here, we need some more buildings over here. So communications jammer and a disruption field generator. Over here, we're relatively good to go. And over here, we need buildings as well. Target uplink computer, communications jammer, disruption field generator. Excellent. Okay, so with that in progress, the next question is, how much do we need? 2,500? I think we can make that happen. Done. Let's get that gateway underway, because I want to have a proper access point to the Husko destroyers over here. Now, we are definitely going to need our armies completely on track. Let's merge those together. And I was under the impression that we would have 20 armies, not 18 armies. Maybe I miscounted. Let's recruit 2 more armies here, because we are going to need those. And there should be another sizable benefit, actually, for my CPU upgrade, and that is I'll be able to switch off of GPU encoding, which is what I'm doing for this video right now, and I should be able to switch to CPU encoding, which should result in a substantially smaller file size, which might mean I might be able to go to 20 to 25 minute episodes, which would be kind of ideal. But we'll see. If the if the upload speed pans out, we'll go for it. If not, who knows? Maybe I'll petition my ISP again. The last, like, 5 times I wrote to them, though, no response. Makes me, like, really sad, actually. I'm very, very sad. This is getting very close to being done, the Kabji, I guess Kabji station. So we may want to queue up and upgrade to Citadel here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So for right now, we are mostly just banking up alloys, trying to get these stations built up. And once these stations are good to go, then it'll go into these fleets. And once these fleets are good to go, then it'll be banking. But we do need to attack the Husko destroyers before the Vivisangia Consortium decides to do it. Which would be unfortunate if they decided to do it now. That would make me very sad indeed. Hey, our gateway in the caster system is done now. That's perfect. That means that this fleet is now connected to the rest of our systems without having to jump all the way up to Nikor. I say all the way. It's 2 jumps. I'm sure it'll be fine. So we're going to need at least 2 fleets for this fight here, because I want to come in here and here. But there's 3 connections here. So maybe we should use all 3 fleets. That would kind of be ideal, I think. That would mean a pretty lengthy preparatory period. That said, these guys are really, really stupidly weak. We can probably go right now, if I'm honest. Looking at their fleet strength... yeah, we can go right now. They can't stop us. We may still want to wait for this gateway to finish up. 1,500 days, though. I kind of don't want to wait that long. Yeah, I think we just go. We're going to need to get our army over here as well, which is actually down, not up. I don't know why I went up. We'll group up these armies. And armor hit points, that's fine. Minerals from jobs. I like that sort of economic tech. Let's come on down over here. It'll take some time for our fleets to get into position, but that's okay. That gives us time for our stations to continue working, but honestly, our stations are plenty strong for these guys anyway. We do need to continue working on them. But we're doing just fine, realistically. Yeah, all these stations are good. This one, of course, is getting a little ahead of the others, but that should be okay. This is, after all, one of the ones that we're going to be working out of over here. So that's perfectly fine. We can also activate our reality perforator. I feel like we don't need to. Also, these guys are open borders to us. That means we can take this territory. It'll be a little awkward, but we could do it. Interesting, interesting. I think that is something that we want to do. So we can get ourselves a tradition, governor level cap or clear blocker cost or menial drone output, and that's what we're going for. We require additional economy. Also, we should probably do a little bit of planetary work here while we're waiting. We can get a tech lab over here. This mining world needs housing. So I guess we just need to upgrade this hive warren to an expanded warren. This mining world also requires housing, so we'll grab a hive district. Okay. So we're kind of in position here. Let's get our fleets to the jump-off points. So we're going to be right here. And then in here, we're going to want this fleet probably down here, I think. And this fleet should be up by Dander. Okay. As soon as those are in position, I think we're basically ready to launch this. That said, I am going to go ahead and do this. Hit that sweet, sweet reinforce fleet button, and they will get here eventually. We're making a lot of corvettes and destroyers, so that's nice. Okay. I think we're pretty much ready to declare this, honestly. I don't think there's too much more that we need to do. So we're going to end threat containment. I don't know what this CB actually does. Hang on. War is waged to end a threat to galactic civilization. Okay.
We have declared war.
I'm fine with that. There's no route. We need to tick another day. There we go. Excellent. Let's get our kind of battered, glorious fleets in here. They're, I mean, they're fully repaired, but we haven't replaced the losses. But let's go. Should be no problem. With a 3-pronged assault here.
Hostile station engaged.
That's a 9.0K station. This is rather larger, but actually no, it's not. We're actually fine. Yeah, this should be absolutely no problem. Especially as our reinforcements start streaming in. Okay. We've got this system under control. Let's go ahead and start bombarding that world. This system isn't yet under control, nor is this one, but now this one is. Excellent. And let's start bombarding their capital. And they jumped up over here. That's fine. They can do that. We're having no problem taking out this station. It's just taking a little bit of time. Which is fine. We'll finish off this 2-corvette fleet that they sent at us. Okay. And now this army. Okay. Bombard this world. And we should be basically good to go. We're going to have to bring our armies in one at a time. It's going to be vaguely obnoxious. Just enter orbit over here. How is the army situation here? 427 strength compared to our 834. Okay. But we also have to keep in mind that we have a lot of worlds to invade. 427 here. That said, as we invade more worlds, they're going to get weaker and weaker over time. So, let's see here. What do we want for attack? Energy credits? We'll go for it. Energy credits should be fine. Now, we can stop our monthly trade of these strategic materials, and instead we can bump our food sales up to 600. There we go. That should be solid. And how is this world's garrison looking? Poorly is the answer. It's not doing so good, but it's okay. Now we can't push further because they have FTL inhibitors on these planeters. Apparently these are now planeters. Okay, that's fine. They have FTL inhibitors on these planeters, so we can't go any further. I guess. Anyway, we need to get this building slot constructing ASAP. We are going to go for a communications jammer. Fantastic. And some of these we can queue up and upgrade for the Citadel. Well, one of them. That one will have to do. And I think we launch our invasion here when this reaches, say, 400? It's at 415 right now. Maybe we should just go. We can always build more, right? So maybe we should just land our armies. See how this goes. There go our pods. Oh, we're landing on the dark side, huh? Okay. Yeah, it looks like we've got this well under control. Disengage this guy? Nope. Okay, we've lost at least 2. So I'm going to go ahead and queue ourselves up another 5. There we go. And hopefully that'll be enough to carry us through this war. We are losing a few of these clone armies, but it's not too bad. I mean, they're clones. We can always get more. Disengage that army. What about this one? Nope. Okay. Fair enough. We do need a society research, though. So let's go for basically whatever's cheapest. Army damage? That would be a good thing to get right now, seeing as we're actively invading things. There we go. This army will be falling momentarily. And now we're just demolishing their disengaged armies.
Enemy colony
And there we go. Okay. So, we've successfully invaded this. How many did we end up losing? We lost 4. Okay. That's really not bad. And that does mean that we can come up here and cut them off. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do this number. We're going to pull our armies back over here, though. And we do have some economic stuff to work on quick. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll deal with this economic stuff and finish off this war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.